It's time for our Branch County Ag Today, brought to you by Ceres Solutions. Ceres Solutions, centered on you. And we welcome back Christine Charles, the Regenerative Agriculture and Field Crops Educator with MSU Extension out of the Hickory Corners office for MSU, but covering all of Southwest Michigan. Last time we talked about crops and some of the initiatives there. Today we want to turn the focus a little bit to how to make this a safer winter for farmers, a little winter farm safety, right?
Yeah, nothing can be sustainable if you're not safe and alive to do it. Unfortunately, in agriculture, we have a really high work-related fatality rate. So between 2011 and 2020, there were 218 work-related farm fatalities in Michigan, and that was the second highest work-related fatalities after the manufacturing industry. And even within that number, the rate of fatalities is quite jarring. So within agriculture, we have about 25.7 deaths per 100,000 workers. For comparison, construction, transportation, and warehousing average at about 18, 13.8, and 2.2 respectively. So I know those are bleak numbers and a startling statistic, but with winter being upon us and more time in the shop, it can give us a really great opportunity to consider farm safety and prepare us for the season ahead so that we can avoid some of these numbers.
All right. So what are maybe some of the tips for farmers to keep it a safer winter?
Absolutely. So first thing on the docket would be reviewing and inventorying your chemicals, making sure that all of your chemicals are properly locked away, contained, and accounted for can prevent spills and accidents. Having that inventory and maybe even making a map of where your chemicals and fuel are stored on the property can be a huge help to first responders. So this isn't required, but I've also heard of some folks who drop off a copy of their chemical and fuel storage inventory and map with their local fire department or first responders, just to have that peace of mind if, God forbid, an accident happens. These first responders can be as prepared as possible and know what they're walking into.
All right. Some other tips?
Yeah. So the second one would be restocking or stocking for the first time those tractor and shop first aid kits and fire extinguishers. So it may also be worthwhile to make sure that all your farm employees and everyone in the family knows how to use those fire extinguishers and making sure that they work and under what conditions and circumstances you want to use them, where to point them. Making sure that all of those things are stocked and readily accessible and updated is going to be a huge benefit in case of an emergency. And then I have one last tip here, and that would be to review and update your tractor safety features. Tractors made before 1976, making sure that they have rollover protection structures installed, going over those manufacturer use and safety guidelines. Tractor rollovers and tractor-related injuries are the highest number of injuries and fatalities that we have in the agricultural industries. So making sure that we are updated on how to safely free a piece of equipment, how to properly hitch, and making sure that all employees and family members are also trained on this. The National Farmers Union has a great series of videos on this topic, going over all of the details and things to know about tractor safety, preparedness, and other things you might want to keep in mind.
Making it a safer winter and getting ready for spring of 2024. Christine Charles, Regenerative Agriculture and Field Crops Educator with MSU Extension, with us on this edition of our Branch County Ag Today, brought to you by Ceres Solutions. Ceres Solutions believes in responsible, sustainable solutions that help farmers feed Branch County and the local communities. Ceres Solutions believes in the balance between productivity, profit, and preservation, and they're honored to work beside producers today for a sustainable future in ag. Ceres Solutions, centered on you, bringing you today's Branch County Ag Today on AM 1590 and FM 95.5 WTBB.